Well, hello there, brothers and sisters of WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel, and here's another episode of Defender series. And today we're gonna talk about T28 Defender. In last episode we were talking about the Mark 1 Defender, and this one is the second one from the line. And now we're gonna look at my provisions consumables. So I'm using standard provisions, multi-purpose restoration pack, engine booster, and repair kit. For provisions, I'm using case of cola, I'm using improved fuel, and I'm using protective kit. For ammo loadout, 29 AP rounds, because as you can see they have pretty nice penetration values, 5 APCR and 8 HE rounds, which are pretty darn good. And as it comes for equipment, I'm using improved ventilation. As you can see, it improves everything in the tank slightly, but that's the difference I can feel. You can also use calibrated shells, but the tank is shooting APCR, so it's not worth it in my opinion. Of course, enhanced gun laying drive, and I'm using refined gun because it's an American tank and it has pretty long aiming time. So defense system, of course, enhanced armor because armor profile is good, toolbox, improved optics because I use it as a heavy, engine accelerator. You can also switch to improved controls. Maybe I will switch to improved controls because it's the traverse speed isn't great. So yeah, maybe let's do it like this. And I'm using consumable delivery system because it's an auto loading gun. And now let's look at the armor profile. I'm using enhanced armor because, as you can see, against Tiger 2 shooting AP at you, the tank seems to really good. And the armor profile indeed is spectacular. It's better than T28 Pro, and on even ground, as you can see, it's best to approach at the angle with gun depression. But if you approach on this level ground, use your angles. As you can see, if you come up at the angle, your hull can be really bouncy. Sides are auto ricochets, and the front is pretty bouncy as well. So the best technique is to use the hold down, but if you can't, get out in an angle, not frontally. When we switch to calibrated and APCR, as you can see, the armor isn't that spectacular anymore, but you can still get some troll bounces. If you just poke out in this way, your front plate will bounce some shells, and you can just move back pretty fast, so you may receive a bounce instead of penetration. As you can see, the sides aren't great, but still the side of the turret can't be a cheat, but it can be easily penetrated. Back is pretty much paper, 50 millimeters, and the back of the turret is 100 millimeters, but still it's a great armored tank. But let's look at two games. Both are from my amigo Martin the Lanch. We were playing in a tune in those little monsters, but he's better at playing this tank than me because I just bought it and he had it for some time, and he's way more experienced player than I am. So I decided to just give you two games from him because why not? Why should you watch worse games than this when you can just look at these games where Martin gives a perfect example of how to play this tank. And in general, the best way to play it, the best tactics are just playing it as a heavy, play it as a hold down heavy, so like American heavy, because you have auto loading system. You can't be front lighting. Your DPM isn't crazy good, but you have 3 shots with 400 rolls each, which is great. And sorry that I had to cut out some part of the battle. It's a small part because I received a message which I didn't notice while recording. So sorry for that, but nothing happened during this part, so it's okay. In general, as I told you, play it as a hold down American heavy. You can frontline, but you have to remember you have 3 shots in a clip, then you on really long reload, and that means you're vulnerable to any sorts of incoming fire, and to make it at your advantage, you simply need to stay little back and try to use it as a pick-a-boom tank, because then you can just unload your clip and then just stay back, wait till you reload and poke out again. And as you can see, this player in the AMX tried to use this advantage of long reload on the on the Defender, but he had team support, and that made him just live through this situation, and now he can just demolish some red team while he's already loaded. And as you can see, he's trying to spot the best target for him, because he's now he's reloading. He had 2 loaded in the clip, but T28 Pro isn't spectacularly fast. Of course, it's faster than T28 Proto, which has only 20 km/h speed, and that's terrible. As when I reviewed that tank, I already told you that this tank needs a buff, and if he had speed like the Defender, like 30 km/h, it would be enough, simply enough to be less team dependent, I would say, because when if he has like 30 km/h forwards, that means he can just go forward with the team without staying behind, and that would give him a pretty nice advantage. Okay, so we're gonna watch one more game, and I just want to remind you that we are still on my 500 subs quest, so if you want to help me out, please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell, because there's one more Defender incoming, which is the IS-3 Defender, and we're gonna talk about him in I hope tomorrow, but I can't really tell you that I'm gonna be able to do this video tomorrow, because I'm quite busy right now, and I'm trying to do my best simply to upload videos with some good content, but it's not that easy in that moment. So hope you will wait. If I won't be able to do it tomorrow, I will be able probably to do it in a few days. That's top. And if you still haven't bought the bundle and you have some tanks already, then don't go for the bundle and go for the Mark 1 Defender. And if you don't have any tanks, I would tell you that T28 Defender is a good tank, and of course Mark 1 is a great tank. IS-3 Defender, I would say it's like an IS tank, typical IS tank, and your advantage is short reload between shells in one clip, but when you have to reload, you're very vulnerable to enemy fire, so that's not spectacularly good, I would say. But it's still a good tank. If you like IS-3, then you will probably like IS-3 Defender. It's still a trollish Russian heavy tank. So if you don't have the bundle, when you buy the bundle, simply you will get T28 Proto for the price, T28 Defender and Mark 1, and you're gonna simply get IS-3 Defender for free, because when you buy the bundle it's 20k gold, and if you buy them singularly you have to pay 20k for T28 Defender and Mark 1 Defender, and the Mark 1 is the best of them all, as I told you in the last episode. And you can see that my amigo is playing as a heavy as well, and he's trying to stay in front line, but he's not pushing so aggressively as I do next to him, and I will pay for that, I can tell you that. I was able to bounce one shot, and I think I will be able to stay alive, but now I'm out of ammo, Oh, I had one more. Now I'm out of ammo and I need to just stay back, and I was frontlining, which isn't really spectacularly good. And that's basically all for this episode, boys and girls. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. If you like my videos, please consider subscribing. If you want to share your replays, the link to my Discord is in the description below. Take care, bye bye, and catch you all on the battlefield.